even though it is Friday, which is always the best day of the week, oh, that is Saturday, there are things that can help bring you down. But there is always a way to pick yourself back up again. And yeah, this schedule change is kind of weird, but I think I might have a solution around it. I'm going to be trying it I'm going to be trying this new idea I have for a couple of days. So bear with me. But I think I know a way to do these videos so it's not so incredibly late in the day. With that said, happy Friday, everybody! Woo! It is Friday, wherever you are, and hey, it is 5 o'clock somewhere. I really stink at adult jokes, by the way. You have to bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, today was pretty solid. After 2 weeks, we got the new chapter of One Piece, and it was so exciting. Oh man, seeing one particular character in action after a good long while. There was a bit of a separation thing. I'm gonna have a link to the chapter anyway. You guys are gonna see it no matter what. Excuse me. And yeah, I gotta say, it could be the fact that there was like a 2-week gap, but whenever there is, it makes me appreciate when there's a new thing of One Piece more. So seeing that really cheered me up, because honestly I've been having a pretty rough and emotional day or week. Again, this new schedule change is taking its toll on me. Oh yes, don't get me wrong, I may be optimistic all the time, but strong men also cry. Remember that. And there's nothing wrong with crying. Watch Inside Out if you want more proof of that. Seriously though, even if you don't take that lesson to heart, watch Inside Out. It's an awesome movie. Anyway, so yeah, there was then. Honestly, this chapter is kind of funny too. Again, I'm not going to give it away because I'm going to put a link in the description like I always do. And, I got to say as well, yesterday's episode of Hot Ones, holy cow, it was Al Roker. Which, you know what? I like Al Roker. I really do. Interesting fact about Al Roker, at least from my experience, is I actually learned who Al Roker was watching The Proud Family. Yeah, you guys remember The Proud Family? It was the one show that featured it was one of those family kid-related comedies that featured a family. The traditional, not very smart dad, the tough as nails but very sweet mother. The main character is a child who, has not everything going for it, but, deals with problems everyday problems just like you and me. Honestly, The Proud Family was a really good show. And yes, I could admit, honestly, come to think of it, sorry, I just realized that, from my experience anyway, the Proud Family was the very first show I ever watched where, like, the main family, the Proud Family, were POCs. That's people of color, for those of you who don't know. I mean, the first show I ever watched, the first animated show I watched that featured a family, they were black, in case anyone's wondering. And the first animated kids show or animated show I watched that featured a black family was Rugrats. Remember Susie Carmichael? Yeah, every episode Susie was in was awesome. Then again, Susie Carmichael was voiced by the totally awesome Cree Summer, who was also known as Myra, Penny from Inspector Gadget. and Valerie from Danny Phantom, just to name a few. So, Cree Summer is awesome. Anyway, let's see what else is there. I totally sidetracked. So, yeah, whenever Al Roker showed up in the Proud Family, he always showed up as he obviously voiced himself, but he showed up as this, I want to say omniscient being, but that's not quite the right word for it. Basically, he was like a magical being that, and I only saw this in 2 episodes, where if Penny Proud, the main character, had some sort of problem with her parents or adults or something family related, Al Roker was there to show up and did a magical wish genie type thing, and it was always the kind of episode where it started off good and things are going great, but over time you come to realize that that thing that you wished to go away you really did need. In a way, it's kind of like in the old Fantastic Four or Hulk comics where they find a cure for the Thing or the Hulk, only to then they have something terrible go wrong, in which case they need the Hulk or the Thing again. Yeah, kind of like that scenario. I'm probably gonna have some comic book. Did that never happen in the comics? I'm positive it's probably happened at least once. Then again, I'm not a comic book expert. I like superheroes, and I do like comic books, even though personally my experience reading them is little. I read manga. Heck, you're gonna get a link to the newest chapter of One Piece in the manga, so there is that. But yeah, comics are I like them. I have no problem with people. I never had problems with the stereotypes or nerds or dorks. 'Cause you know what? I was one too. But at the same time, I knew I had to, grow up and be strong because, there are times in the world where the world will hurt you. And it's true that no matter how strong you are still going to feel pain. I am absolutely positive that we've all felt that way. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that at all. Nope. Not one darn thing is wrong with that. Because whether you show sadness or signs of weakness, or even if you need someone to talk to, it is never wrong to express your feelings and open up to others. You might actually learn more about yourself than you think. Just food for thought. Speaking of learning more about myself, I actually tried something new today. Yeah. Well, this schedule change is a bit of a nuisance, but I did have time to try one thing. You're probably thinking, why didn't you use that time to make a video? Don't worry. You're gonna hear all about it for a second. You're gonna hear all about it in a second. Excuse me. Why is it? Anyway. So, I actually tried something that may or may not necessarily be out of my comfort zone. I say may because, in a way, it promotes peace, tranquility, stuff like that. And on the other hand, it's also something that if you want to expel energy or, do something, it's honestly out of the norm. And I can tell you this, I really liked it. What did I do? I did yoga. Yeah, I actually tried yoga for the very first time in my life today. And again, I gotta say, I kind of like it. I'm not necessarily in the greatest of hurries to do it again, oh my goodness, I want to do it again right now. No. I don't need to do yoga every day. I don't need to do the things I normally do every day. Except make these videos. Because that was a New Year's resolution, and I'm 215 days in, and I'm not stopping on that. Although I will say, after yoga, it actually felt so much better afterwards. Because I will admit, today and honestly this whole week has been rather emotional for me. I honestly felt so, I don't know, better, like after yoga, that I actually came up with a little song about it. And it's parody too, so you know it's going to be funny. And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to say this is the greatest song in the world in terms of parody. That is Weird Al Yankovic's job. Weird Al is the man, by the way. Remember that. But, yeah. You could say this is a parody of his song. So it's a parody of a parody. Wow, that just got really confusing. Anyway, I was down on my luck today, but in feeling better, I think I found a way. It was through yoga. Y-O-G-A, yoga. If you're feeling like today is kind of a bust, I recommend you try something that is a must. It's called yoga. Y-O-G-A, yoga. Y-O-G-A, yoga. Y-O-G-A, yoga. For the record, the song Yoda, that's by Weird Al Yankovic, and the song that's parodying called Lola by, darn it, why can I not remember the... I really like the song Lola too. How can I forget the name of the band? That's another song I gotta put on my iPod. That's what I forgot to do. Darn it. I really like those songs. I really like that song. Huh. Note to self, as I'm doing this video, I'm going to, well, first I'm probably going to call my mother. Yes. I'm a grown man. I love my mother. I'll call my mother whenever I want. Anyway, so, yeah. And honestly, over today, even though I haven't had access to my phone, which I might have a solution to this whole having videos uploaded being late in the day problem. I'm going to try that. Yeah, I'm going to try it tomorrow, see how it goes. Anyway, even though I can't really, use my phone again, I can still use Facebook, so I'll be able to look at posts and comment and see what's going on with you guys. Because I've honestly, seen and heard a few things that also make me feel better. A friend, but also a mother of a friend of mine as well as the mother of one of my brothers, Trey Polling, took a picture of clouds, and one kind of looked like a heart. That was actually quite beautiful. And of course, my brother of many talents, the comedian, one of the people who was the inspiration behind these videos. He always says something funny every now and again. And you know what? It's always time for a good laugh. I think so anyway. Laughter's the best medicine. Always has been, always will be. Even if you don't feel like it is. Because we all go through obstacles in our life, and honestly the schedule change, while a bit of a nuisance, can lead to something pretty special later. So, on that note, I'm humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today. I'm hopeful all the rest of you had a wonderful day, and all have a wonderful rest of the day. Yeah, that works. And remember, if any of you guys ever want to talk or chat, I'll always be here to lend an ear, and I'll always have it back. So take care, everybody.